This segment is brought to you by Trap Chevrolet. We're always on your side. All right, we are back, and from time to time, we'd like to bring the young generation on. They're moving and they're shaking. Max Chouest is with us today, and of course, you call him Pops, huh? Your grandpa?
Yes, sir.
And of course, Dino, your dad. But before we start, it's Mr. Gary's birthday today.
81st.
Wow, so we're going to wish him a happy birthday for sure.
Happy birthday, Pops.
Yeah, what a great man he is, and done so much for the area, and I know you realize that.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going to switch gears because just to let the audience know, Max has his own outdoors program, and it's Maxed Outdoors, and it's on the Pursuit channel, right?
Yes, sir, and YouTube, most social medias.
Yeah, you got it going on. And I guess my obvious question to you, Max, would be, all right, you're brought up in this world of boats and industry, and all of a sudden you're diving into this outdoor scene. What got you interested in this, and how old were you?
I was about 7 when I really realized that hunting was my true passion. And my dad from that age said, man, you need a hunting show. You need a TV show. Could you imagine just hunting with Max? And I'm like, man, that would be awesome. Let's do it. Let's do it. And finally, when I was about 21, we decided to fully roll with it. And it only took about a year, and here we are. We're on TV, and we got about 13 episodes out on the Pursuit channel, hunting all over the U.S., all over the world. And as you guys see, that's my dad and I in Arkansas.
Yeah.
And we hunt in South Texas a lot. It's a lot of fun. It's constant action. And I really started to get the younger generation into it. Mm-hmm. And at first it took a while to gain traction. Yeah. And then once I really started going viral, I got some real popular people to come in with me. Braden Price was huge to help me out. And it was really cool the first time I was in a Chick-fil-A and a kid came up and he said, "You do YouTube, I've seen your videos." I said, "You just made my day, man." Yeah, yeah. And from then on, man, it's just...
You felt like a celebrity.
In a way, but in another way, it's like I felt like I did a good deed, getting kids to see the outdoors and hunting and fishing, and that's what I really got into it for.
So your dad recognized at an early age that this was your passion, and that was good that he pushed you in that direction, because a lot of parents want their kids to be what they want them to be, but he saw what you wanted to be.
Yeah.
So that's an amen on that one. But as you developed it and got on the camera and started honing in on things, was it a learning process?
Well, Mr. Morton, I could tell you it was not easy for me to learn how to be on camera. It was a lot of take ones and take twos and take threes, but I'm getting better and better and getting a little bit more comfortable and talking a little bit more in front of the camera. That was my main thing. I knew we had the content. I knew we had the areas to do the best videos and make the best content possible, but I really struggled with explaining what we were doing and stuff like that, and that's what we're really working on. And my editors and I, we put in countless hours to make the best content possible that we think people would really enjoy, and I think it's really catching on.
See, my brother Mike did a hunting and fishing show for us here at HTV for 25 years, and look, I used to film a lot of them. So back in the early days, people see it on TV and they watch in our highlights, we show of someone else filming you, and they think, man, it's probably so easy and great, but it is hard work to make sure you got the right shot.
The right shot, and I don't even think about picking up a bow or picking up a gun unless that camera is rolling.
Right.
And that is tough.
And you have to be conscious of that, because without it, you don't have a show.
Nope.
And so sometimes, but your camera people have to be astute enough to be a little bit ahead of you.
Yes, sir. And Jacob Wilson is the name of my cameraman, and him and I we have a connection now that I don't even have to look at him. I know he's rolling, and is on.
How big a crew? Does he edit too, or who edits?
He edits as well, but a guy named Scott Hornsby, he's my main editor, and he's amazing. He's done work with the Buck Commander guys. He's done work with all sorts of big brands, and I was lucky enough to land him and have him as my main editor. So Jacob Films, he edits, and they had actually worked together before I hired them, so they have had chemistry from the past, and so.
And look, I've looked at a lot of shows. I've seen a lot of shows. I've shot a lot of shows. They're doing a good job there, and they got some beautiful footage right there. Who's that guy right there?
I don't know, but he's a good-looking guy.
Hey, let me ask you this. So how long did it take you before, like you said, you got some primo places to go. So that's a good thing, and
Definitely
pretty
fortunate.
much, yeah, you plan it out and you do things, but how do you know if you're going to really want to do a hunting show or a fishing show, or
So that's
how do
the
you
thing.
choose that?
It's maxed outdoors. It's not a hunting show and it's not a fishing show. It's outdoors. So we hunt it.
Whatever.
We hunt, we fish. I run crawfish traps, jug line. It's all sorts of stuff. It's constant action.
That's pretty good. And you get to learn a lot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And then you get to teach.
Yep. On the business side of things, I'm definitely learning a lot for the future, and definitely on the video side of things, I'm learning a lot more.
So let's do this. We'll take a break. When we come back, I want to ask you about working with people and who's difficult and who's not, and love to get the little inside stuff. So we'll take a break. We're going to come back. Max Chouest. Don't go away. We'll be right back. This segment was brought to you by Trapp Chevrolet. We're always on your side. All right, we are back, and of course, everyone in this area has heard of the Chouest family. They're world known, for that matter. And Max Chouest is with us, and a lot of people in the industry know Dino.
Yes, sir.
But they don't know the children. So you're one of how many kids?
3.
3. All right.
4 to be.
Really?
Yes, sir.
One on the way.
One on the way for him.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yep.
All right. So, you'll have property in Golden Meadow too. How many acres is
Yes,
that?
sir.
Who runs that?
I do. That's about 3,000 acres. That's a family farm, so it's all private. It's for us and friends. We have exotics. We've got a few different animals. Bongos, which is our kind of prized possession. They're an antelope from Central Africa. So there's about 160 of them to 200 of them left where they come from in the world, and we have about 70 on our farm alone. So that is a very valuable asset for us over there. We've got zebras and axis fallow, all the fun stuff, and that's where I have a crawfish pond as well. It's about 300 acres, so we run that every year and harvest that yearly.
That's a lot of work, it seems.
It takes up a lot of time. We have a great crew back there. I cannot take the credit for it. As y'all know, I'm on the go filming for the show, and so that takes up a lot of my time, but the crew back there is awesome.
But like, who books all the, do you have people booking, or do you do a lot of that personally? If you want to bring somebody, say hunting.
So we don't sell hunts. We don't book hunts or anything. It's strictly for family and friends. If somebody wants to come, normally that family member who's bringing a friend will contact myself, or we have a manager there named Emmanuel.
Okay.
He'll contact us and say, hey, my friend and I want to just come take a ride. But it's a very laxed place. It's kind of my safe haven, I never want to leave South Louisiana. It's my home. I take a lot of pride in coming from South Louisiana. I've traveled all over the world, and people always ask me, man, what's your favorite place? And I'm like, South Louisiana. And they're like, no, serious. I'm like, I'm so serious right now. And they'll say, why? And I say, well, there's not too many places you can go that you can kill a limit of ducks, catch a limit of trout and redfish, and you're 30 minutes from going bill fishing in the world. You can't do that anywhere but South Louisiana.
What was your best moment at a young age? I'm going to ask you this 20 years from now.
Okay.
But what's your best moment that when you either were hunting or fishing or whatever you were doing that you just went, oh my God, I can't believe that happened?
Oh, I would say my best moment had to be my first recurve bow shot when I got my first recurve bows, no sights and nothing, just a stick and string, and I was determined to get a kill with it. And it took me all of 12 hours. I got it in the mail. I took a couple practice shots and I went right into a blind. And that first morning, it was the luckiest Hail Mary shot of my life. And I got it on video somehow. Lucky enough to just look back on that and dream on it.
Do you have to work a lot at it, or are you pretty much a natural?
That stuff is a lot instinct. Recurve shooting and wing shooting is a lot of instinct, but it takes a lot of practice as well. Okay. That definitely takes some practice and hours shooting and sitting down shooting and standing up shooting. You don't know if you're going to be on a stalk or sitting in a blind. You don't know if you're going to be tired and breathing heavy when you shoot. There's a lot of factors into it. We're lucky enough that a lot of the hunting we do is whitetail, so it's people call it lazy hunting. You know, you're sitting in a blind and doing whatever. But a lot of people also love the duck hunting, the Arkansas, the geese hunting, and that's a lot of action. That's about the laziest hunting you could do, but it's the most fun you can have. It's laying out in a blind. You're in a coffin blind, and they say, go ahead and get them, and you pop out and you just whack them. And that is just the most fun.
Look at the land.
It is amazing over there.
Let me ask you, to have your dad in a blind with you, fishing with you, Dino, of course, and then, or your pops, Mr. Gary, how's that make you feel as a young guy, being able to share that life with the ones you love?
It's awesome. Like last year, that's it's a memory I'll never forget. My cousin and I, Dante, we went out with my pops and we caught our limit of trout in 30 minutes, all over like 20 inches. And pops came in and just smiling, just can't wipe the smile off of his face.
Right.
And he can do a huge business deal and he'll just have that normal smile on his face, but he goes and catches his limited trout and he's smiling. And we just recently did a trip to Argentina with my dad. Yeah. And that was a special trip. We got to get some blind time together and talk about some things, and it was nice.
I guess Mr. Gary's smiling because he's with his grandkids and friends, and and he is a workaholic. We all know that.
Yep, it's not even right. At 81, he's working 18-hour days. It's crazy.
Yeah. Your daddy's a hard worker too.
Yes, sir.
I think it runs in the family, huh?
It must.
Everybody's working hard.
My brother's getting there now too.
Yeah, well, good enough. Let's take a break, and we'll come back with our last segment with Max Chouest. Don't go. Once again on the Pursuit Channel, what times is your show?
Our airing times are Monday and Thursday at 10 and 7 p.m. So our prime slot is Thursday at 7, as you guys can see here.
Okay, cool deal. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Don't go away. This segment was brought to you by Rouse's Markets. Feels like home. All right, welcome back. We're talking with Max Chouest. And of course, he has his own program on the Pursuit Channel. We showed you that before we went to the break. But we talked about the fun stuff and fishing and hunting and doing everything with your pops and your dad and family members. But there's a lot of politics in this too, because when you're dealing with hunts and going to different countries, and presidents feel differently about things, you got a lot of red tape, don't you?
You do. So a lot of things that we have to deal with. The main one politically, like you're saying, crossing country lines, is Africa with ivory, as ones know. So a lot of people nowadays they're getting replica mounts of these elephants, these rhinos and stuff like that, and having them sent back to the States. And they come out very nice. I was in Africa this past June, and I went and took a trip to a place called Splitting Image Taxidermy, and they got to show us what they do in replicating with the new 3D printers. They build trees, they build all the habitat around the animals and stuff. It's really nice and well done. Comes out super sleek, and it's made of cast. so it's real hard and sturdy. And then the main thing that I have to deal with, especially on the social media side, a lot of people think it's the animal rights activists and people think it's the non-hunters, but a main problem of mine is the hunting community within itself. Not just because people don't like hunters and they say it's wrong and stuff. It's the hunters coming after other hunters for, say, being in a high fence or saying you're hunting a tag deer, and which we hunt places that are in high fences and stuff. It's large pieces of property, and I never tried to say I'm not doing that, and it's just you always have those type of people. Some people call it jealousy. Some people say that they're just not liking your content. And the non-hunters, they really stay away. They don't talk too much. They don't comment, oh, that's awful or nothing. It's more of the people that are like trying to mock you.
You're right. You summed it up in one word. Normally it's jealousy.
Yep.
We know that. But did it take a while for you as a young fella to sort of get tough-skinned about that kind of thing?
No, sir, not at all. My sister and I barrel raced when we were younger.
I saw that footage.
And
yeah.
So from a very young age, I've had older people and kids my own age hating on me, saying, oh, we looked like monkeys on dogs and stuff. And our dad was just getting us nice horses. That's why we won and stuff like that. So from a very young age, we had some hate.
But it was good learning skills because at a young age, y'all got tough.
Great.
And it sort of taught you about life. And now today with social media, it's ridiculous sometimes what they come up with, but it does toughen you up.
Yep.
Yeah. What's the future for Max? What do you want to do?
I think the future for Max is seeing where this hunting world takes me, seeing where this outdoors industry takes me. And if I can make a living doing what I love, I think that's the future for Max.
Yeah. And you got to go out and sort of do what we do here at the station. You got to go get advertisers.
Yes, sir.
You got to go get the channel. You got to put out a good product.
Yes, sir.
Or the channel doesn't want to run it.
Yes, sir.
So you're just doing everything at a young age. And can I ask you, how old are you now?
I'm 23.
Wow. All right. Any kids yourself?
Got one on the way.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right. So is your wife from around here?
She's from LaRose.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So you married local?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good deal. So so what do you have planned, or do you plan your next shows, or do you just go with it?
We plan a few. So like this year, we obviously had Africa planned for a while. And then as I get other creators to collaborate with, we'll plan those out. But other than that, we kind of just go with the flow. And if we're hunting one weekend, we'll just video it. And if we think it's good, we'll make an episode out of it. Yeah. So we'll have maybe 5 episodes planned. And then besides that, it's just what we're doing. It's the daily stuff.
Yeah, you're bringing back so many memories of our shows. I remember we were doing an alligator show and everybody said, you need to syndicate that. And I'm going, who the heck wants to see an alligator in the northern United States? And I'm going, should have done it. Should have done it with our police beat show. We should have made, cops came out 2 years later. And so next time somebody says Martin syndicates something, I'm going to do it.
Hopefully it's Maxed Outdoors.
There you go. I want to congratulate you. You've done really well for your age.
Thank you so much.
You got that get up and go.
Yes, sir.
And you're doing what you love to do, and that's the most important thing. You love what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
And I guess you're always going to be trying to beat the other episodes with another one, right?
Correct. I always say our last one's our best one.
Yeah. You're motivated to do it.
Yes, sir.
So does your daddy smile when he sees your shows? Does he say?
He loves it.
Does he?
He loves them.
Wow.
Especially the ones he's in.
All right, Dino, that's a shot across the bow right there from your son. But no, good man, good family. I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, anytime. And we'll bring you back on. And when you get those big shows, come tell us all about them.
Yes, sir. I appreciate everything.
All right, Max. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it, Max Chouest. Let's bring up that graphic again, Jay, if we can, to check out one of our locals here on Maxed Outdoors Pursuit Channel. And Thursdays at 7 p.m. is when, at Central Time, they air the new episodes. So check that out and see how he does, and we'll sort of watch his career. At 23 years old, He's only moving up. So we'll take a short break. We'll be back with more right here on HTV. And once again, happy birthday, Mr. Gary. This segment was brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs.